Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, is shaking with fear because Tyson just told him some bad news about Jake. Jake just had his much-anticipated fight with the bare-knuckle brawler Mike Perry on July 20th, and boy did he come through. The problem child picked up a 6th-round co-win after dropping Perry to the canvas 3 times before finally putting him to sleep. But the story doesn't end there. Jake's real challenge is just around the corner. He's set to fight Mike Tyson on November 15, 2024, now that his fight with Mike Perry is over. This matchup has become more real, but there's more to the story because Tyson just told Jake some bad news. Mike, that got Jake really excited. Jake Paul just won by knockout against Mike Perry in Tampa, Florida. He was hoping that boxing experts would praise him, but they didn't. The boxing community doesn't care about Jake's fight with Perry because they think it was just a warm-up for the main event. Or as Jake likes to say, Perry was an appetizer. The main event is still to come November 15th, Jake Paul vs Mike Tyson. Can you believe it? The YouTuber turned boxer is about to step into the ring with the freaking Iron Mike. Now, there are 2 ways to look at this upcoming matchup. It's either the biggest fight of Jake's career or his worst nightmare. And the problem child's recent showdown with Perry tells us it might just be the latter. Let's get real for a second. Mike Tyson isn't a joke. This is about a man who changed what it means to be a heavyweight winner. For someone like Jake Paul, who is pretty new to boxing, this is like walking into the lion's den. Even the best boxers in the world would have fears about facing him at his best. Jake is hard, that much is clear, but let's be honest. He hasn't faced a real seasoned pro yet. His opponents have included both other YouTubers and people who used to fight in MMA. Tyson, on the other hand, is a fully other animal. He's been in the ring since he was a child, and this is his life. On one side, it's not a good matchup. On the other, there's Mike Tyson, a boxer legend with decades of experience and an unbelievable hit record. You have Jake Paul, a man who's been fighting for a few years. It's not fair to compare a Ferrari to a go-kart.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's not forget, this is the same guy who chewed off a part of Evander Holyfield's ear. Tyson is a beast in the ring, so Jake needs to be ready for anything. Let's talk about Jake Paul's strategy, shall we? He's been pretty smart about picking his opponents, hasn't he? I mean Nate Robinson, Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, even Anderson Silva. They're all names, but let's be honest, they're not exactly prime-time fighters. Sure, Woodley and Silva had some MMA chops, but they were well past their prime. It's like picking on someone half your size. The only real boxer he's met is Tommy Fury, and we all saw how that went down. Tommy gave him his buttocks on a silver platter. It was a wake-up call, but I'm not sure Jake learned his lesson now that he's facing Mike Tyson. It's like going from Little League to the World Series. I know Mike is in his 60s. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Mike Tyson is 58 years old. That's old to be stepping into a boxing ring, no doubt about it. But here's the strange thing. This guy is not your normal 58-year-old. He's been working like a madman, and the videos don't lie. Tyson still has that explosive power, that uncanny ability to create incredible force with every punch. His speed may be a little slower, but his timing and precision are still top-notch. He's a master of head movement, slipping punches and countering with deadly effect. His defensive skills, mixed with that raw power, make him a nightmare for any opponent. Let's not forget about his fight IQ. Decades of experience in the ring has given him an unmatched mastery of the sweet science. He can read opponents like a book, guess their actions, and exploit their weaknesses. Jake Paul is going to face a fighting genius, a person who's been there, done that, and knocked out everyone in his way. This isn't just a fight, it's a masterclass in boxing, and this guy has promised to terminate Jake's frail future in the ring. Mike Tyson is not just facing Jake Paul, he's on a mission to destroy him. This isn't personal, or it shouldn't be, but Tyson sees Jake Paul as the poster boy for everything wrong with boxing today. We're talking about a guy who's built a business on social media. Someone who has turned boxing into a circus act. Matches that make no sense. Fights driven by hype rather than competence are a smack in the face of the real art of boxing. Tyson wants to put the record straight. This man is screaming from the rooftops, "I'll end you, kid." He wants to show the world that boxing is still about skill, heart, and respect, and he's chosen Jake Paul as the target. It's as if he's made a personal oath to end Jake's fighting career. The social media threats are not just for show. Tyson means business. He's been in the ring with some of the hardest fighters in history. He's gone down giants both literally and figuratively, and now he's setting his sights on a YouTuber. It's horrifying, but it's exactly what makes this fight so exciting.
Day 2, I'm getting ready for you.
Now we may talk about Jake Paul's dirty little secret. The guy is a master of manipulation when it comes to these bouts. He's all about bending the rules to his benefit. Remember Mike Perry's battle? Jake requested they meet at a catch weight of 200 pounds, a weight class Perry had never fought it before, and what happened? Fight night rolls around and Jake's walking around looking like a heavyweight, easily 220 pounds Perry. He's barely making a 190. It was a total mismatch. It showed in the ring. Perry was slow, sluggish, and couldn't keep up with Jake. This is a pattern with Jake. He's always trying to stack the deck in his favor, but guess what, Jake? You're about to meet your match. Mike Tyson set the initial rule. Bender, he's seen it all, done it all. You think you can pull this weight class crap on him? Think again. Tyson's not playing your games. This fight is going to be on his terms, and there ain't no bargaining, so Jake, pack your bags because you're about to receive a reality check. Let's talk about experience really quickly. Mike Tyson didn't just wake up one day and decide to be a boxing champ. This guy's been in the ring since he was a youth. He's faced the best of the best. From Larry Holmes to Evander Holyfield, Tyson has seen it all. He's learned every punch, block, every technique. This isn't just about power, it's about ring IQ, knowing exactly what to do in any situation. Jake Paul may have a few knockouts under his belt, but he is still a rookie compared to the Iron Mike. Tyson is the master of this game, and Jake is just a player trying to understand the rules. The troubled child is sweating bullets right now. This isn't a joke. He's finally recognized that he's in over his head. Tyson is calling the shots, and Jake has no say in how this fight goes down. It's as if he's been living in a fantasy world, thinking he could manipulate his way to win. But Tyson is a different beast. This is a guy who wrote the book on boxing. Jake's trying to play his normal mind games, tossing out cocky tweets and trash talk, but deep down he knows he's afraid that everyone is against him. The boxing world, the fans, and even some of his own followers are questioning him. They all want to see Tyson knock his lights out. It's a lonely place to be, and let's be honest. Jake simply took this fight for the money and the fame, thinking it would be another easy payout, another notch on his belt. But now reality sets in. This isn't a cash grab, it's a career-defining moment. One wrong move, and it's all over. Jake Paul is in panic mode, understanding that this isn't a game anymore. Tyson is coming for him, and he's bringing everything he's got. The cocky YouTuber is about to receive a reality check. He's trying to seem tough, saying things like, "I'm going to teach Tyson a lesson," but we all know that's all for show. Deep down, he's probably having nightmares about that first hit. Jake Paul has a habit of pulling out of fights when things get tough. Remember when he was supposed to fight Tommy Fury? He came up with all sorts of excuses to avoid the fight, and now with Tyson the stakes are even higher. If Jake starts feeling the pressure, don't be surprised if he pulls out claiming Tyson is injured or something. He'll try to save face by blaming Tyson's health, but we all know the real reason. Fear. This matchup is a disaster waiting to happen for Jake. Finally being here. Fill out the comment section with your views. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the station for more boxing news. See you in the next movie.